Okay, I'm going to explain a little bit about the Latosa Escrima system or concept. So it's pretty much similar to what you heard in these tapes about Wing Chun, because it's all about physics here, okay? And again, balance. And also what we have in the center line theory in Wing Chun, we have it called box theory in Escrima. It's like basically also we're covering that trunk here. So it's like a box. But from here, so what I do is I offline and use this box as my target for defensive and offensive. But generally all the time offensive. If I have, Joe, if I have you here a little bit. So if you both are here in a fighting position, pre-fighting, we're both looking at the same frame. So if he would attack me, move in, I would just step out. So he's always in my frame, but I'm out of his frame. So just the same thing with the punch. If he would punch me in Wing Chun, so I would just basically see my center line is here, but I'm off of his force line. It's the same idea. But this is empty hand, so we can go on a straight line. Here you have weapon. Mostly weapon come from outside to the inside. Of course, you have stabs and stuff like this. So in general, we have very simple, basic strikes compared to many other Filipino styles of weapon. Grandmaster Rene likes to use the word weapon system because it's transition to other weapons. It could be medieval, from Filipino to any type of weapon. So since his concept of applying his art is basically use everything possible as a weapon to defend yourself. Okay, we have simple from the center of your head to your shoulder. That angle would be a number 1 strike. So just for training purposes. Same side, the other is a number 2 strike. The angle like this, number 1. Anything here. Lots of other Filipinos, they go like, they have 24 strikes or whatever. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go like this. Of course, we don't care. Anything in that angle would be a number 1. The other side is number 2. From shoulder down to your hips is a number 3. And from shoulder to the other side is a number 4. This we call number 5 is any step, straight. And the reverse number 1 or 2. Just the same thing, just reverse. So that's basically what it is. So rest you don't care about an inch higher or lower. So it really doesn't matter. So this is what we try to protect. So this is the whole thing now. We do lots of shadow work, stuff like this, imaginary thing, just to get the feeling, lots of footwork. But I want to just show you some explosive stuff here. First, empty hand, and then with weapons. So systematically go in. So very simple. If you would hit me very slow motion, number 1, boom. See, I would do this. I'm not trying to, to block these things. Generally not like this. I have seen lots of other styles that block even like this. Even like this. It's so strong, you couldn't even hold it. Too dangerous because of the speed and the weapon and the leverage of the weapon here. It's really ridiculous. Or some people really, they go like, and then want to twist your arm, things like this. It's just too dangerous and it's not realistic. However, it's more realistic, just like the concept of a bullfight. You have to avoid the force coming at you. You just step to the side. So if you would attack me, I would be here, crack. So again, it's intercepting. If somebody has a weapon, you want to take his space away. He cannot use it, especially as a stick. Knife is a little different story. Then the cutting edge. But also originally, historically, this is the size of a machete. Just a safe form of training instead of having a real machete. Because if there's a machete, you have to be really, really fast because you don't want to joke around. Anyway, general thing, if you see something blinking, knife or something, I suggest you take your legs in your hand and run. There's nothing to be bravery or cowardness. This is your life. And even the most stupid kid can kill you and stab you. Okay? And then generally people carry a knife. They're not going to pull it out like in the movie, say, hey, are you ready? Because they're going to just come from behind and stab you because they don't want to see you to see him as a knife or something, okay? So, however, so if he attacks, I show you something, you can go in and, okay, or whatever, different angle. Whatever, okay, you go in. Go straight in, whatever. So it depends on whatever. So you have to understand all one thing. Even the attacker doesn't know what you as a defender are going to do on him. So it's always both ways. Even you're afraid, you know he's very good or whatever, he has a weapon, it's scary. Situations you're nervous, his situation is scary. But still, even the attacker doesn't know what you're going to do. He doesn't know anything about you either, okay?